Hi everyone, welcome to Korean Express YouTube channel. So here comes the part third of our video series in which we are learning about the most common counters in the Korean language. In each video of this series, we'll explore different Korean counters, understand their meanings, and learn how to use them with example sentences. So, if you've not watched the first two parts of the series yet, then you can go and watch them on Korean Express YouTube channel. Now, let's begin with this third part. So, here comes the first counter word of this video, and that is the counter for slices or pieces, and that is chogak. Chogak. Now, chogak is used to count slices or pieces of a whole object, and it's commonly applied to items like cake, bread, or pizza, right? So, these are some of the items that can be divided into different slices or pieces, and then the counter that you use to count those slices or the pieces, that counter is chogak. Now let's look at these example sentences to understand how to use this counter in Korean sentences. The first one is I ate 2 slices of pizza. So in Korean it is 저는 피자 2조각 먹었어요. Pizza in Korean is pizza as it is a Konglish word, a loan word, right? And I is 저는, ate is 먹었어요. 먹다 past tense 먹었어요. This much is clear? All right. Now you have to say 2 slices of pizza. So the format for using a counter in sentences is first comes the noun that you are counting. So here we are counting the slices of pizza. So the noun is pizza. So first comes pizza, then comes the number that is 2. So for 2, we are using the pure Korean number 2. Now, in the end comes the counter word, and that is choka. So 2 slices of pizza in Korean is pizza du joga. Alright? First comes the noun that you're counting, then the number, and the final word is the counter. Okay? So this is the format for using a counter word in sentences. But if you want to learn a little bit in detail about the concept of counters in Korean language, then I would suggest you to go and watch this particular video first, because in this video I introduced you all to the concept of counters in Korean language. What are counters and how to use them in sentences, what is the structure for using them in Korean sentences, everything. So you can learn the basic concept of counters with the help of this video. I'll share the link of this video in the description also, so you can go and watch it. Okay, now let's get back to the particular video that we are going through. So here we have to say 2 slices of pizza, pizza du 조각. Okay, very simple. Now let's look at the next example. Mother gave a piece of cake to my sister. 어머니는 누나에게 케이크 한 조각 줬어요. Mother is 어머니 and sister is 누나. Here I have used 누나 as in the subject in the sentence is talking about his elder sister. Okay, 누나. So mother 어머니, sister 누나. Now the mother is giving something to the sister. So for that we have used here the particle 에게. Okay. Next is the word for cake. Again, it is a Konglish word. It is cake. And to give to the past tense 줬어요. Now, focus on the phrase a piece of cake. 케이크 한 조각. Okay? Very easy. First comes the noun that you are counting, then comes the number, and then the counter word. 케이크 한 조각. Now let's look at the next counter word, and that is the counter for houses and buildings. It is 제. So che is used to count houses and buildings. Okay, so suppose if you're walking on a street and you're counting the number of houses on that street, then you'll use the counter che for that. Let's look at these examples to understand how to use it in sentences. Our family has one house. 우리 가족은 집 한 채 있어요. Our family, 우리 가족. One house. House is 집. One is 한. So you have to say one house. 집 한 채. First comes the noun, then the number, and then the counter. And to have the verb we use for that is 있다. In present tense, 있어요. Okay? Next is, my father built 3 schools in the village. 저희 아버지는 마을에서 학교 3개 지었어요. So here, my father is 저희 아버지. Village, 마을. School is 학교. And to build, 짓다, past tense, 지었어요. Okay? Now, you have to say 3 schools. 학교 셋째. 학교 is school. 3 is 셋. And the counter word for counting any building is 채. So 3 schools, 학교 셋째. Okay? This is very easy. The remaining sentence can be formed with the help of the grammar that you have learned so far. You have to focus only on using the counter word. Okay? Now comes the next word, and that is the counter for flat objects. It is 장. So 장 is used to count flat objects. Now by flat objects, I mean sheets of paper or photos, etc. Okay? So anything that is flat is made up of paper, that thing is counted with the help of this counter, 장. Let's see the examples. I will buy 7 sheets of paper. 저는 종이 7장 살 거예요. Here, I is 저는, paper is 종이. 7 sheets of paper. 7 is 7, and the counter used for counting the sheets of paper is 장. 종이 7장. Okay? And to buy, 사다, future tense, 살 거예요. Now comes the next example. I gave 4 photos to my friend. 저는 친구에게 사진 4장 줬어요. Here, I is 저는, friend is 친구. You are giving something to your friend. That's why you have used 에게 over here. Photo is 사진. 4 is 네. So 4 photos, 사진 4장. To give, 주다, past tense, 줬어요. Okay? So focus on the phrase 4 photos, 사진 4장. Now let's look at the fourth counter word, and that is the counter for trees. It is kuru. So kuru is used to count trees. Now look at this. There is a counter word for trees also in Korean language. This is the beauty of this language. Korean language is so intricate, is so detailed that you have to focus even on the smallest things. Okay, now you can never imagine if you have to use a counter for counting trees also. And this is for trees. There is a counter for counting flowers or bushes or stem. Okay, so you have to focus on how detailed this language is. Okay, so for the counter for trees is kuru. Look at these examples to understand how to use it in sentences. I saw 5 pine trees in the park. 저는 공원에서 소나무 5그루 봤어요. Here, I is 저는, park is 공원. Pine tree, 소나무. And to see is 보다, past tense, 봤어요. Now, you have to say 5 pine trees. 소나무 5그루. Pine tree is 소나무, 5, 5. And the counter for trees is 그루. So 5 pine trees, 소나무 5그루. Now let's look at the next example. I will plant 10 apple trees in the garden. 저는 정원에서 사과나무 10그루 심을 거예요. Here, I is 저는, garden is 정원. Apple trees, 사과나무. 사과 is apple and 나무 is tree. So apple tree, 사과나무. And to plant is 심다. In future tense, 심을 거예요. Now you have to say 10 apple trees. 사과나무 10그루. 사과나무 is apple tree, 10 is 열, and the counter for counting trees is 그루. So it becomes 사과나무 10그루. Okay? Remember the counter word, remember the format for using it, and you can frame the sentence very easily. Now comes the last counter word of this video, and that is the counter for floors in a building. And that is 층. So 층 is used to count floors or levels in a building. This counter, it uses numbers from the Sino-Korean number system. Okay, so far we have used only the pure Korean numbers. But there are some counters that use Sino-Korean numbers for counting. And 층 is one such counter that uses the numbers from the Sino-Korean number system. Okay? And it is used to count the floors in a building. Now let's look at these examples to understand how to use this counter in Korean sentences. The first one is, this building has 9 floors. 이 건물은 9층이에요. This building is 이 건물. 9 in the Sino-Korean number system is 9. And the counter for counting floors is 층. So has 9 floors. 9층이에요. Okay? So here you can also write this sentence as 이 건물은 9층이에요. The difference lies in the usage of the number. Here you have used the number in the word format. Okay, you have written the word for 9, ku. And here you have written the numeral form, 9. Okay, so when you pronounce, it is the same. But when you write, if you're writing the word, then there has to be a space between the number and the counter. And when you're writing the numeral form, then there needs to be no space between the number and the counter word. Okay? Next example is, the cafe is on 3rd floor. 카페는 3층에 있어요. Cafe is cafe, it is a long word. 3rd floor, 3층. Okay? And the location is indicated using the particle a. Here we are indicating the location of the cafe. So it is indicated with the help of the particle a. And the cafe is present at the 3rd floor. And for that we have used the verb 있다, 있어요. 3층에 있어요. Okay? And again over here I have used the numeral form for 3. You have to remember the format. If you're using the word, then there needs to be a space between the word and the counter. And if you're using the numeral form for the number, then there needs to be no space between them. Okay? This is the only difference. Alright, so in this video, we learned 5 commonly used Korean counters. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Korean Express YouTube channel. Thank you.